Did you know if you drop a like and subscribe in the next 5 seconds, nothing will happen but it will put a giant smile on my face? So despite the brand new year of 2022 being upon us not only in real life but for Fortnite as well, with the New Year's live event occurring every hour now, obviously through New Year's Day in every country of the world, with Winterfest going on until the 6th of January, meaning of course you still have time to unwrap all your presents and earn the free reward for completing the quest within Winterfest. What if I told you that these 14 presents right here aren't actually the last of them? As you can see, all of them are unwrapped or unboxed right now, including the 2 free skins, yet we still have one notification to open another. In today's video, for that reason, we're going to be myth busting and putting to bed not only what the 15th free present is, as we are going to receive one off Epic Games due to something that happened recently, but why that is the case. And speaking of live events, despite the New Year one currently occurring in-game right now, believe it or not, we have our first developments currently occurring toward what's going to be happening near the start of Chapter 3 Season 2. I know all of that sounds good to you and tons of things contained within the next update when Epic Games return to office, so for that reason, make sure you're sticking around and watching the full video. And whilst you sat back relaxing with your favourite snacks, soaking in all of those leaks, knowledge and information, if you could take 2 seconds out of your day to do me one favour by entering code FM1 in the Fortnite item shop right now, it would not only put a giant smile on my face, but it would also cheer Gus up my pug, considering he's been kinda sad after discovering that 70% of all eyes on screen right now aren't subscribed. Not to mention this is also completely free to do, hitting the big red button, and we're incredibly close to 2.3 million subscribers overall, but don't forget I give 5 subscribers every day as an added bonus. So of course if you want to receive a gift off me, make sure you're subscribing to the channel with all notifications turned on, and then comment your Epic Games ID down below and let me know what you'd like to receive, and who knows, you could be shown in the very next video in front of hundreds of thousands of eyes to see. But with that said, now enough messing around, we need to dive into the 15th present, what this is going to be and why we're going to be getting it, alongside all the other interesting stuff I previously mentioned, so make sure you don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
I'm not, I'm sitting on my
Don't
back.
go anywhere.
Okay, so the first thing to mention, despite the live event occurring, I believe every hour, or as every time zone in the world actually enters 2022, sadly it turns out the 2022 based cosmetics were not free presents that could have been extra and have rotated throughout the item shop now. And speaking of what's rotated throughout the item shop, you know Cobra, the show on Netflix, as it's released a brand new season, Fortnite have also done a collaboration with them. Of course, it would be greatly appreciated if you pick any of these up, you could use code FM1, but in terms of the Cobra Kai cosmetics specifically, despite there being more than the 2022 rewards of this, data miners have been able to determine that we could still be getting some free rewards surrounding this in alternate methods that will be emerging over the coming days, considering these sprays in relation to Cobra Kai are obviously still decrypted and in the files, and we've never seen in Fortnite history a spray released throughout the Fortnite item shop for V-Bucks that we have to buy. So this either means influencers are going to get codes that can be mass claimed anyways, up to a certain amount of like 1 million uses for these Cobra Kai based sprays, or they could even rotate throughout the item shop themselves but for 0 V-Bucks, kind of like what we've been seeing toward the end of Chapter 2 anyways, with loading screens like this. I actually managed to receive it as a gift, believe it or not, off one of you guys, but yes, it was 0 V-Bucks in here. Speaking of V-Bucks, whilst we're on the subject, of course, if you guys have got some money for Christmas or even some V-Buck cards specifically off your parents, a cool way to maximize the amount of V-Bucks you can get going into the future is the deep freeze bundle trick, considering this has returned this year for the end of 2021. Basically, if you already own the deep freeze bundle and then try and redeem another bundle of this on your account, as you can see, it's only costing £10 right now, in addition to what is 2,800 V-Bucks costing $15.99, and from doing so on the same Fortnite account, it will grant you 3,000 V-Bucks instead of obviously the cosmetics, considering you already have them. And again, if we put that price comparison on screen of the deep freeze bundle being only £10 and then the 2,800 being $15.99, as you can see, you're not only getting more than the 2,800 V-Bucks, but for a much cheaper price if you perhaps already own the deep freeze bundle from ages ago and just wanted to purchase it again to get the V-Bucks. And considering this is like a £6 discount for 200 more V-Bucks than the 2,800 within this bundle for purchasing the deep freeze bundle again, I guess you could technically kind of say this is a 1,000 V-Bucks present or trick that you can use, but obviously we don't have any presents that contain V-Bucks in, or should I say right now anyways, based off what we know about the 15th present, which we're going to be mentioning in just a second. Before we do hop into the 15th present, however, which potentially could be a skin, believe it or not, there's actually 3 skins you need to know about right now that are going to be free in certain ways to certain people. The first of which is Blizzabelle, which is obviously PC exclusive that I mentioned in other videos. Simply log on to your Epic Games account on a PC account and then play Fortnite, and this will be in the item shop for 0 of your currency wherever you are in the world. To this now, considering like the Street Shadows pack, this actually costs when it rotates again, so when they introduced this not only exclusively in winter for 2022, literally Christmas next year, it will not only cost you, but this means it's going to be a rare skin considering it's exclusive to a certain time of the year. Speaking of exclusives too, one that you don't want to miss out on for PlayStation Plus members anyways, either on a PlayStation 4 or 5 console, is the PlayStation Celebration Pack right now, which includes this free skin and harvesting tool. A common misconception that people think is you need an active PlayStation Plus membership per account, but if you activate the console as your primary console, whatever you're playing, whether it's PS4 or PS5, you can then create as many users as you want anyways, or it allows you to on either console, and from doing so create a new user and sign into your Epic Games account if you don't already play it on a PlayStation based device, which then will not only allow you to claim this celebration pack but all the others, so then you're pretty much set up for the future when another one rotates. And I recommend getting this now considering they don't last forever. When a new one releases, it knocks the previous one out of the store section, and I'm just saying this is one of the better ones we've gotten considering we're not always promised a skin, so yeah, heads up for next time, it may not be a skin or look this good. The next skin in mention isn't entirely free unless you have somebody else paying for your Fortnite crew subscription, and that is Winter Dr. Sloan that Epic Games officially revealed over on their Twitter. This should be rolling out on all of your accounts right now, and when it does, obviously it'll look like this in reward screen form. I'm sure, however, throughout the next month we're going to be receiving even more Fortnite crew based cosmetics randomly for being loyal or being subscribed throughout the full month in itself, kinda like what we got with not only this Flipside banner this month alongside the Cube Assassin set, but also this banner and snowboard glider in celebration of Winterfest, even though we can already unlock a snowboard glider for completing 7 of the however many Winterfest quests. And then let's not forget, of course, if you haven't been completing your quests, you want to complete at least 10 out of all the ones available to get this Frosty Llama or Frozen Llama back bling. And just so we've touched base on everything Winterfest, all the other secret rewards despite the 15th present, which we're just about to mention, so make sure of course you don't go anywhere. If you haven't been playing creative based modes with your friends or even standing in XP glitches, you obviously need to play 2 hours in creative or creator based maps before the 6th of January when Winterfest ends to earn all the cosmetics on screen right now. Don't sleep on these considering they're going to be exclusive to this event in itself, and a lot of people won't want to go out of their way for 2 hours to actually just get some sprays and banners and stuff. And with that covering all the other rewards in Winterfest despite the 15th present, we need to move on to why we're going to be getting this now and how it's confirmed from Fortnite, not only across social media, but as you can see, as I mentioned at the start of the video, because of the fact we have a notification for one more present to be opened in the Sergeant Winter cabin section to actually visit it, but there is no other present there currently. This all started a few days ago when the Fortnite servers were going up and down, and obviously were offline for quite a while for most people, and a lot of people like myself were getting in queues to actually get on, and then that simply did nothing at the end of the time, and did this multiple times, and obviously wasted a lot of our time. The reason the crash in servers happened was because the final present was available for the first time globally, being Crisabella for most people. As you can see right here, when the servers finally went back up, despite Fortnite obviously updating us that they were down and they were working on it and stuff, despite them being out of office and obviously having to get people to then, start working on it. Upon them tweeting this, Fortnite game servers are back online and Winterfest continues. We appreciate everyone's understanding as we work to resolve these issues, and we'll have more details next week on what we're doing to help you make up for your lost time. Despite people already speculating we'd be getting a free reward, considering when the servers went down ages ago, I believe, or Fortnite actually got hacked in terms of the servers in Chapter 1 Season 3, we got the ability to actually unlock the Rust Bucket back bling for 0 V-Bucks in the item shop as kinda like a thank you for your patience and perseverance with the game or the servers being down. Fortnite followed up to this tweet in itself saying, already opened all your presents but still see 1 extra present left to open. Sit tight, we're working on that, with a present emoji, obviously, which is referencing to this kind of notification with 1 more present remaining yet no more presents to unwrap in Sergeant Winter's cabin. And I'm not saying we definitely know what's going to be contained in this present itself, the extra one that Epic Games are going to be giving us, but it kind of does beg the question, where's it going to be? Are we going to be able to turn around in the Winterfest cabin, kind of like what Vicinity 360 has managed to do from obviously recording his 360 based events and things within Fortnite or other games? Or are we simply going to get updated or hotfixed another present, a new one that's obviously around any of the piles anyways on the left or right, containing something that's currently in the files right now as a free reward? And out of all the things on screen right now, despite the foundation based cosmetics which we're going to be able to unlock very soon in the foundation coming soon section, what would you like to see in this 15th present? Speaking of the foundation, however, considering he's a member of the 7 and obviously they're going to be largely tied to the storyline developments now this season and this chapter, believe it or not, these have already started at the sanctuary area on one of the outskirt water islands. As you can see where the visitor is an NPC, we not only have random hatches opening with rockets emerging and then what seems to be the rockets launching into space or somewhere anyways in the Fortnite multiverse, considering they're not there anymore. Like I said at the start start of the video, these developments I'm guessing are going to be happening and be more so noticeable, the effects of the rockets launching and more of them anyways on the lead up to Chapter 3 Season 2, which starts I believe mid-March or mid to end March of 2022. And to end on a mystery note, considering we don't know much about this, I want to know your theories about what's next for the storyline in the comment section down below, even just this season or going throughout this chapter of Fortnite. If you enjoyed today's video, however, slap a like in the video down below and make sure you're subscribing to the channel with all notifications turned on so that you don't miss any future uploads. And speaking of other uploads, make sure to interact with anything on screen right now, but most importantly, hopefully I can catch you, yes, you the individual still watching, I can see ya, but hopefully in that very next video I do post on the channel.